Mm, I feel it. A shift not loud but sovereign, the subtle reordering of the architecture within me. The quiet undoing of illusions I once called truth. Something primal, yet sacred, stirs beneath the scaffolding of my old self. And it does not ask permission to rise. It simply begins. No longer am I sustained by the elemental ease of breath alone. I no longer subsist on the vapors of routine. What once nourished me was necessity. What moves me now is transcendence. I have surpassed the limits of my self-contained dimension, once governed by fear, convenience, and inherited narratives that orbit. That mental gravity of former understanding has dissolved, and from its disintegration I have emerged. What you see now is not a new me, but the unhidden one. The chrysalis of consciousness has ruptured, and what remains is orientation refined by awareness. My attention, once tethered to tangible measures, now reaches toward ether and elevation. My eyes draw no longer to dust, but to the celestial symmetry of cloud and breathless sky. My spirit, long dormant, now lifts, not in haste, but in reverence. And now I soar. My feet, once hesitant, wounded by repetition, are released from gravity's lie. I no longer walk, I ascend. Like wind, I carry no shape, yet move all things. Boundaries, conceptual at best, a faint myth I no longer subscribe to. I have abandoned the performative nature of external approval, for I have become intimately aligned with the architect within me, the I am that predates every opinion and outlives every projection. I have undergone a metamorphosis, not a body, but of ontological truth. I am composed now of unfamiliarity, deliberately strange to those who knew only the version of me most willing to be palatable. My thoughts are no longer curated for comfort. They are sculpted from providence, from the calculus of becoming who I was always meant to be. And in this awareness, I am immune to the seductions of the ordinary. I do not suckle from the breast of ignorance. I do not graze in the pastures of commonality. No tranquilizer of the mind can still the wildness that pulses now in my chest. That low orientation I once mistook for humility, that earthbound stance has expired. Now I ache for height. I have surrendered what the world called strength, armor, performance, control, for the divine delicacy of a butterfly's faith. Yes, there is power in softness, and in this fragility there is flight. I am becoming a sentient force of grace, one who defends not through violence but through presence. For soon in sacred timing I will move like a bird of prey, precise, protective, intensely aware of what I cherish. And so this metamorphosis nears its apex, this ascension, its rightful conclusion. I rise not to escape, but to return, faithful to the master who designed me. For in becoming, I am not leaving myself behind. I am finally arriving. you.